Hello and welcome to the Ministry of Truth. I'd like to do my own personal tribute to a great rapper. I think he's a great inspirational rapper because he moved into rapping about God. The guy could do a rap just off the top of his head like nobody else. He had his ups and downs. He had his problems with drugs, his ex-wife, his son. He's trying to resolve it all, but yeah, being an addict, I guess, well, the devil or whatever tempts you back and you do it. They say he died, he's in hospital over a drug overdose, but there's doubts that he was. He's like about 60 years old, so he probably had a heart attack, as they do, because of the lifestyle he's living, but he's trying, he's in a struggle. If you listen to his music and stuff, his Christian music, his God messages of how he's trying, he's had all these problems, supposedly the music industry's been at him for years and years. He reckons the Illuminati and all this sort of stuff. There's all these different videos here that you can look at in your own time, at your own leisure, saying he's in grave condition at hospital in White Plains. But here it says update, he's off life support and breathing on his own. And then someone else here says he's brain damaged, he's just like dead. He's alive but he's dead, he's brain dead. There's so much crap coming out, right? Well, this is coming from his lawyer, that he's off his life support, but the guy's concerned, right, his condition. So there's heaps here, and it goes into his life. People see different stories, him going up against different people, when he was, I don't know, still into his rap stages and stuff, right, before he came to God, or he's struggling or whatever. And he's going against him, like R. Kelly, supposedly caught with somebody on the second floor of a studio, a young guy or whatever he was. I don't know, it's his nephew or something like that. Something dodgy like that. See, they're all saying he's got an overdose. He had an overdose, but yeah, there's doubts that he did. Plenty more here. His interviews, a lot of his prayers. He tells why he retired from rap, because apparently they all sold their souls to fame. And then he talks about his step into God, right, and his struggles and stuff. There's so much information on him here. You got to sift through it, like a sifting flour, because there's a lot of crap coming out. So like they're saying here, his situation's getting much worse. He's in a coma, and a drug overdose. How could he be in a coma and come out, get off life support, and breathe on his own? I think this is my idea. I think that he's going to go through this, and he's going to come out on the other side, and he's going to say, I saw God. I actually saw God, and he talked to me, and he said, this is your last chance, or something like that. One of those stories. I find the guy really inspirational. He's pushing me back towards God, towards Christ. Right? I do a lot of research, and there's so much information out there. Is he real? Is God real? Here's proof that he isn't. It's like this, it's like that, right? And those are by so-called experts, that have come across something and it says blah blah blah. It's like, oh my gosh. So every time you think you found that truth, because a lot of people say, oh, you should just believe, it's all faith, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, faith on the unseen, all that. Yeah, okay, as it's written. Yeah. Well, with me, I'm more of a researcher and stuff, and I really want to know the truth, because there's so much crap out there. So much bollocks. People have told you and sold you all this Christianity, according to the modern Americanized Bible versions and stuff like that, and you wonder why they're fighting with each other, because apparently it's all originally from the Hebrew text into the Greek, probably Koine Greek or something like that, and then into the Latin, Old Germanic, and then the Old Latin, and then into modern English, right? So you got this completely different translation, transliteration. When you compare the ancient, supposed, hidden, and preserved Old Testament, Brita to Malachi, compiled in High about 4 AD or something, like Brita or Genesis or something like that, compiled in High in around 800 BCE. With these modern versions, there's a hell of a lot of difference, right? Like especially when Christ is on the cross, and he supposedly in the King James version, whatever, the modern versions, says, my God, why have you forsaken me? Because in the Old Testament it says God doesn't forsake, right? And in the Aramaic he doesn't actually say, my God, why have you forsaken me? It's incorrect. It's a second or third, or maybe third and fourth Arabic, Arabic Greek, or Greek Arabic translation, transliteration, so it's actually incorrect. Okay, and there's a lot of information which I've shown in my videos that they're not going to tell you is in the Bible. Some have hinted at it, but you have to go searching for that, which establishes the fact, when they're talking about Neanderthal man, all that sort of stuff. I've actually come across a couple of, I guess they're Christians, it could be Messianic or something like that, that actually speak of a Neanderthal man, pre-Adamic man, before Adam, etc., etc. So this is basically a tribute to this guy, because I don't know, he's in God's hands, but I'll pray for him, right? Because he's really inspired me. DMX, with his song Lord Give Me a Sign. This one called Damien 123. What else is there? There's just heaps of them that are inspiring, right? And there's also okay, this is off topic, but it's still in regards to music. There actually is a Twisted Sister song. If you look at the lyrics, "Burn in Hell," yeah, it says it says something like, "Take a look at your life. It's black and it's dark. Do you really want to be like that?" All this sort of stuff. And it says, "No, it's your chance before it's too late. Rescue and burn in hell." Have a look at those lyrics, yeah, because that's quite inspiring as well. He's basically, he's a heavy metal, long-haired heavy metal singer, rock singer, whatever, right? Don't think he's of God, but at least those lyrics can be inspirable. Like everybody goes, "Ooh, that's the devil," and all that sort of stuff. They're always quick to poke a finger, and poke a finger at other human beings and stuff like that because of what they are. Well, let's just say they're lost, okay, and they don't want to know that they're lost. They don't want to come to the light, all that sort of stuff. They like being in the dark, darkness. Those who are in darkness can't see the light. That's old Bruce Lee saying, apparently. They just don't want it. They love their pleasure so much, their flesh so much. They'll never want to come out of it. But they're still human beings. Treat them like human beings. Just tolerate their nonsense, stuff like that. It's all to do with genuine love, and music can inspire you. Like Bob Marley, okay, he's a Rastafarian, did whatever he did. That's his fault. He's going to be judged for that, whatever. Okay, but look at these people for what the good they had. Like he says, one of his quotes was, "Music, when it hits you, you feel no pain. It's a good antidote." Yeah, it's a really good antidote if you get like positive lyrics, positive music, positive lyrics. Okay, because the key is the lyrics in the beat, which emulates the heart. Apparently, you've got to be real careful there. Like there's a Boney M song. I can't remember what the name of it is. But it says, Jesus Christ, the child Jesus Christ was born on Christmas Day. So you got to watch that sort of thing, because if it doesn't match with the Bible, okay, it's obviously something, maybe from Roman Catholic or something like that. It's not from the Bible, because nobody can really determine what day, month, time, year, time that he was actually born, right? So you got to watch out for that sort of dogma, right? You get trapped into that. You're believing a lie and then you're pushing out a lie, you're parroting a lie. Anyway, so we're going to watch this. Okay.
Welcome back to another video with IDN TV. So now new news has come out about DMX, and we have an update. Now DMX's lawyer of 25 years speaks out, and he addresses the conditions of DMX. Now he is off of life support, which is very good news, but his lawyer is extremely concerned about DMX's condition. Now more information has come out to the world about DMX and his current condition. Now according to the reports, DMX lawyer of 25 years, his name is Richman, spoke out to a local news company. Now DMX lawyer did confirm that DMX was in the hospital as a result of a heart attack, but he did not confirm that he'd been using drugs. Now DMX lawyer says that he is currently surrounded by family and he is in still what people are considering grave condition. Now the attorney also confirmed that DMX is indeed off of life support and still alive. I repeat, the attorney says that DMX is off of life support but still alive.
That's good.
Roll it.
He's being in the hospital as a result of a heart attack. He has been taken off life support system and he's breathing on his own. But we are concerned. It would be disingenuous of me to suggest that I'm not a worried man at this particular point. Earl Simmons, DMX, in my opinion, is one of the great poets of our time. And what he had to say, if people bother to listen and they can overcome their hostility to rap, would learn a great deal.
Now DMX's fiance over 10 years actually posted a video of DMX about 2 days ago, and it shows that DMX and his girlfriend were grooving to Michael Jackson's music. It shows DMX, it looks like he's in very good spirits. Now she put this up on the caption of the video. She says, he talking about record us rocking, laughing out loud. He too funny. Check it out.
I guess it's a bit laggy, so you probably have to watch it on your own. You know, go here and watch
now,
it.
Now, tons of people are definitely shocked and concerned after the news came out early this morning about what happened to DMX. Now, after doing my research, I actually read an article on DMX and how he even got on drugs in the first place. Now, he said that he was 14 years old when he actually started smoking by his mentor. He was kind of tricked. Now, DMX says this. He says, I was in Yonkers. This guy by the name of Reddy Ron was like an older brother to me. Now, he told Talib Kweli this on his podcast. He would rap and I would do the beatbox. I loved this guy like an older brother. One night after the duo did a robbery, it was his birthday. We came back and split the money. He said, here you go, I got something nice for your birthday. He came back with a blunt rolled up, and I'm counting the money, and he passed me the blunt. Now, DMX, of course, everyone knows DMX battled substance abuse, and he held back the tears while he was actually explaining the situation. Now, he says, I hit the blunt, and I was no longer focused on the money. I never felt like this. It just messed me up. I later found out that he laced the blunt with crack. Why would someone do that to a child? He knew I looked up to him. Why would he do that to somebody that looks up to you? And Monster was born. I wouldn't even do that to my worst enemy, especially someone you supposedly love. Now here is DMX at Kanye West's Sunday service. Now he did a great speech, and what he's speaking in this speech or this actual Sunday service, it looks like it's helping him now because he's off of life support and he's breathing on his own. Roll it.
Accepted through the blood of Jesus. Because of that, I am blessed and highly favored by you. I am the object of your affection. Your favor surrounds me as a shield, and the first thing that people come in contact with is my favorite shield. Thank you that I have favor with you and man today. All day long, people go out of their way to bless and to help me. I have favor with everyone that I deal with today. Doors that were once closed are now open for me. I receive preferential treatment. I have special privileges. I am God's favored child. No good thing will he withhold from me. Because of God's favor, my enemies cannot triumph over me. I have supernatural increase and promotion. I declare restoration of everything the devil has stolen from me. I have honor in the midst of my adversaries and an increase of access, especially in real estate and expansion of territory. Because I am highly favored by God, I experience great victories, supernatural turnarounds, miraculous breakthroughs in the midst of great impossibilities. I receive recognition, prominence, and honor. Petitions are granted to me, even by ungodly authorities, policies, rules, regulations, and laws are changed and reversed on my behalf. I win battles and I don't even have to fight because God fights them for me. This is the day, the set time and designated moment for me to experience the free favors of God that profusely and lavishly abound on my behalf. In Jesus' mighty name we have prayed. Amen.
Now, tons of people, celebrities, everybody went to their social media and they're showing love to DMX. Now, T.I. went to his Instagram and he says this. He says, shake back, big bro. We got some stuff to do. We laughed so hard about how far we made it in this life that night. I appreciate you so much for pulling up and checking on me. So now I'm telling you like you told me. This shall too shall pass. We need real ones around like you. Now Swiss Beats, who was very, very close to DMX, helped him out with his career a lot. He went to his Instagram and he posted a picture of the sun coming up. Now Rick Ross, who had the same similar condition kind of, he had some heart problems when he was flying. He had the same kind of thing. Everybody was scared about Rick Ross, and prayer really worked. This is according to Rick Ross. He went to his Instagram and actually made a video. Roll it.
Prayers up for DMX, the legend. Let's put that in the sky. Prayers up for DMX, the legend. Let's put that in the sky.
Now, once more information comes out, I will definitely be the first to get it to you guys. I will catch you on the next video. Signing out.
To live is to suffer, but to survive is to find meaning in that suffering. So suffer, but do not let it go and waste. I mean, look for the good within that suffering. Look for what can help you within that suffering. If you don't, then you just suffer. And for a motherfucker just to suffer and just suffer, stupid motherfucker.
Yep. So, okay, Missy Elliott, praise for DMX and his family, for sure. Yeah, so, yeah, with that speech, I think he's inspiring, you know. He's a rapper, hardcore rapper. Okay. But, he's done some good ones. Like, Lord Give Me a Sign, Damien 123, Slippin'. All those prayers that he did as well. Yeah, brilliant. I got it on a playlist. I'll include it with this video at the end if I can. Interviews from the man's mouth himself, and some of his songs, inspirational, God, praising ones. All right. Okay, so we'll have a look at this other thing. Okay, there's that one, DMX update. Okay, there's another one here of DMX tells the real reason why he retires from rap is because P Diddy, Jay-Z sold their soul to fame. And just this one here. Okay, and he talks about how he's inspired by God. Okay, see if we can get to that.
There was one thing that you would say that scares you.
Probably about here somewhere.
Your term, it hit in my soul. Like, I watched you do that in my soul. And originally when you were going to come on, I asked you to do that. You can't just do it with the cuff. It has to hit you.
It's not that I can't, it's that I won't, because I respect it too much. I respect it way too much. God put it in my heart to do that at that time. And the word says obedience is better than sacrifice. So before you give out what you think he wants, how about you just do what he asked you to do? And he asked me to do that at that time. And I ain't gonna front, I was nervous. You know, I had the butterflies in my stomach, just like before I get on stage. You know, I didn't know how it was gonna turn out, but I'm like, well, you know what? God asked me to do this. So I did it. And I will only do it when he asked me to do it.
So that was going to be my next question. Would you ever consider having your own service, kind of like Kanye, with the Sunday service, or that's just absolutely not?
See, the thing about that is like to put it on a day to say, all right, this day I'm going to get touched by God. To me, it don't make sense. It's whenever you get touched by him, then speak it, then do it. I mean, you know, you're not going to get it like that. It's not going to happen. Oh, every Sunday God's going to talk to me. That don't even make sense. That don't even make sense. But when he does talk to me, trust me, I will pass it on.
The first thing that came to my mind when I saw it, let me explain something. People, if you have not seen X do this sermon, you need to go find that on Google or whatever, because it's powerful. It hit me in my soul. The question that I wanted to ask you, but I couldn't get in touch with at the time was, do you feel like we're in the end times with coronavirus? Do you feel like coronavirus is...
Okay, all right, see, this is how I'm explaining that. The minute we're born, we're dying. The minute we're born, we're dying, because we're taking steps towards our death. Nobody knows when it's actually going to be or specifically going to be, but the minute you're born, you're dying. So, of course, when you look at it like that, yeah, we're moving towards the end of days. Nobody knows how many days we have left or what's going to happen to end our days, but yes, we're definitely going towards the end of days.
It's all in Revelations. I think I did an extensive video on it. I could do it again. If I didn't, I'll have to have a look at that. About Revelations, the prophecy of Berlin being a city of defilement, desolation, modern Sodom and Gomorrah, the plagues, the wrath was put upon them, prophecy of World War II, bombs being dropped like talons on the heads of people, symbolic for bombs, giant earthquakes, or earthquake that never been seen before since the creation of the earth and man. What's going to happen in the future? Rome's going to burn. It's not going to be seen anymore. Somebody's going to attack it and kill it because they hate it, right? And then possibly all their trade's gone. You know, people will be moaning and groaning, oh my gosh, yeah, all of his valuables will be worth nothing, apparently, yeah, trade-wise. There may be the falling of America, yeah, a world empire, another world empire, and then etc, etc, making it really hard for people without the mark of the beast, which is allegiance to this false church coming underneath it, that world new order, right, all that sort of stuff, making it really, really hard for Christians to probably be put to death, you know, en masse. There's heaps more, like, yeah, I think all the armies from the north, the west, the east and the south marching on Israel, and they get all like, God steps in between something. There's a fight between them and the armies of the world, between the angels and the armies of the world, something like that, and they all get wiped out. Birds have a great feast and all that sort of stuff, you know. And then Christ comes back and the holy city comes down, etc, etc, and all these people go to dwell with God, dwells with them on earth, right, and all that sort of stuff. Yes, I could cover that. So it's just basically my tribute to this guy because he's really inspired me. His music is powerful. Like that lawyer said, he's a great poet, rapper. He can rap off the fly, you know, like you just be talking to him, next minute he'll just do a rap. It just comes out of nowhere, right? And he's brilliant. I saw him with go up against Jay-Z, like left Jay-Z in the dust, right? Yeah, his music's inspiring. It's like hard hitting, bam, you know. Especially Lord, give me a sign, you know. He's like crying out to God, saying, well, you know, I'm here. I asked for this, I asked for that, I asked you for this, for that. Were you listening? Were you not? You know, what happened? And then God replies, yeah, you were with me, and then you went away. Then you came back. You know, all this sort of stuff. Yeah, real powerful stuff. I've actually like put it on a social chat line as well, a religious room, and friends have just says, wow, that was so powerful, you know. And then others, of course, got to poo-poo it, you know, put a foot through it. Oh, well, you shouldn't. No, I'm just listening to rap. It's not that, you know. It's like, well, they don't listen to rap, whatever. They don't like it because they're used to their what's that thing called? Oh, what's that called? Hillsong and all that sort of crap, you know. Well, not crap, but you know, that sort of thing. And they think that's it. That's the only music you should be listening to, you know. But they don't look and see, well, this guy's really inspiring. His music's hitting hard. He's telling the truth. It's a real situation. It's like real experience. The other ones, you know, they could be singing all this stuff, you know, and acting all pious or whatever. But you find behind the scenes, news reports, whatever, that they're like, you know, in a sex cult or the Illuminati or whatever the conspiracy theory is, you know. So yeah, I find this guy inspiring. Music-wise, gospel music-wise, probably be Keith Green and Barry Maguire. There is a couple of others, but I'm pretty cautious of the ones that are, you know, with the prosperity churches. Yeah, a lot of them, they look like metalheads, you know, covered in tattoos and stuff, and they don't sing about God at all, or Jesus at all. There's no praise there at all. You're very wary of all those type of bands, you know. his Christian bands. I like the East of Eden, Jimmy Swaggart. Yeah, he was scammy in his day a couple of times there, got caught. He's a pretty good singer. There's a few other ones, you know. But I try not to hold that against them. They make the mistake. That's what the devil does here, right? Attacks you carnally. But yeah, a lot of them know that they're prosperity churches and they're grabbing money, but they won't admit to it, you know. They're rich until they get exposed on TV or the media, you know. And they say, oh, God said, and then the newscaster reads it and says, well, it doesn't actually say that here, you know. Oh, yeah, you know, that sort of thing. Just excuses to make money, get money off people because they can. Do you really need a $60 million jet and a $600,000 or $6 million house with 25 toilets in it or something? Or there's a poor guy outside in the alleyway starving to death or whatever, you know, homeless guy? Why not give him one of those rooms? You know, I think that's what Tupac said as well, something like that. Anyway, so yeah, if you like this, hopefully it's not too long, this tribute to a really inspiring God man, you know, pray for the guy. Yeah, that he comes out and that what I said happens, that he comes out and he says, I saw God, and God said, and he gave him one more chance, you know, and he totally realises it. You know, if he blows this one, he's stuffed. Right, so he might come out, he might be Mr. Preachy DMX, right? He might become this top preacher, you know, because he's telling you from real life and real experience, inspiring, powerful. But, you know, be wary. You know, be wary. So if you like this, yeah, subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up. Tell us what you think in the comments. We'd really appreciate it. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. And you tell your friends about this great guy. He's inspiring, your Christian friends, whatever. His music's so powerful, hard-hitting, etc. If you listen to, like that lawyer said, if you listen to what he says, right, it might inspire you, because he's telling you from real life, his experiences. He's telling you where to go right, where not to go wrong. How better can you get that, right? As he says, it's not all words, it's from your experiences, right? It's not all by words, it's from your experiences, and that's what he's telling you, right? Because how are you going to know and tell people or teach people about something that you don't know about? You've never lived it, okay? So yeah, as I was saying, subscribe to our channel below, add your comments, don't forget to ring that bell so you get notified as soon as possible, and tell all your Christian friends, your Jew friends, your Israelite friends, parrot, goldfish, spread the good word to all your neighbours, be they atheists, Gnostics, LGBTQ, so forth, so forth. Okay, so this be the Ministry of Truth, and we will see you on the next exciting video. Maya Laha Yoshua Mashiach, God bless. Ciao.